Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me once again. Well, it's typical Pakistan, isn't it? Just when you think they're going to be heading home and crashing out of the tournament, they turn in a performance that surprises everybody. So, yeah, congratulations on the win today. So, a short summary of the game, and here's my thoughts. But the decision to play four paces today on that track was a little bit risky and fraught with danger. I think they could have played Usam Amir. I know Pakistan spinners haven't been bowling really that well in this tournament. They're lacking a bit of confidence, but I just thought the decision to have it so that you've got your four paces and if the guy Ahmed as your main spinner was a risky one. I think whoever the bowlers were that were picked for this match were going to get smashed anyway, given the type of surface it was and the size of the boundaries and what a fantastic batting track it was. But I just thought Pakistan might have been better off with the spinner. I thought the paces got their lengths wrong. Towards the end of the innings, Mohammad Wasim Jr. showed the length that Pakistan pacers should have been bowling on that track. Top of what hitting top of off stump, few Yorkers in there as well. I just thought they got their lengths mixed up a little bit too much, especially sort of early in the innings, and they didn't utilize the new ball very well. Thought Harris Rauf, Shaheen Sharpi, the Hassan Ali, all three experienced pacers. But looking at the numbers, they went for 257 runs in their 30 overs, which is incredible, really. I know Trent Boult for New Zealand also struggled. So you can't just say it was the Pakistani bowlers, the pace bowlers who struggled. But I just thought Pakistan, and on commentary they were mentioning it as well, especially Ian Bishop, just felt as if Pakistan's length was a little bit wrong in this match. Um, Mohammad Wasim Jr., just want to mention him because he's been a breath of fresh air since he's come into this side. No baggage, no issues in terms of fitness. He's looked ready. He's looked up for it. He's bowled with aggression and he's bowled with his brain. Sometimes it's not about bowling fast. Sometimes it's not about bowling those great wicket taking deliveries. It's sometimes, and a lot of the time, it's about using your head, working out the conditions, working out the opposition, and knowing in your head what you want to do. He's been brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And once again, just quoting Ian Bishop, he said that he hopes that Mohammad Wasim Jr. is given an extended run in the Pakistan side, even if he has a bad series. And I echo Bishop's sentiments. Um, New Zealand, yeah, oh, well, the batting, Ravindra, he's just been incredible, hasn't he? He's one of those guys who just comes in and blasts the ball from the off. It's like there's no pressure on him. He's just going out there for a game of cricket with his mates. I'm sure inside he's feeling that pressure, but when he's out there in the middle, it's just incredible watching him bat. What a clean striker of the ball he is. Him and Kane Williamson, I mean, to take that total to over 400, I know some of the middle order batters deserve some credit, but the bulk of the runs were scored by those two, and they were absolutely incredible. At the halfway stage, I thought, nah, there's no way Pakistan are going to get this. This is going to end in tears. This is going to be rather one-sided and embarrassing. We've seen it before with Pakistan where they're chasing these great big massive totals and they just fold for 150, 200 out. I thought it was going to be one of those days, especially when Abdullah Shafiq was out early on. Brilliant catch by Kane Williamson, that leading from the front, showing his team the effort and energy in the field that a captain is showing, and that would make the rest of the team follow suit. So yeah, when Abdullah Shafiq was out, I thought, this is it, we've had it here. But Fakhar Zaman, wow, he is the man, isn't he? Absolutely incredible hitting. The sound of the ball coming off that bat, it was just amazing, wasn't it? The clean striking, whether it was the pacers, whether it was the spinners, where whatever length it was, he was just waiting for that ball and beautiful clean striking of the ball. He's just in the form of his life, isn't he? And that innings was just absolutely incredible. The man's hit 18 sixes in two innings. That is the same number of sixes as the rest of the Pakistan top order. Mohammad Rizwan, Imam Ulak, Abdullah Shafiq, Babar Azam, all of them added together have hit 18 sixes. in the whole tournament. He's just a different dimension. He gives the Pakistan batting a different edge, doesn't he, Fakhar Zaman? And let's hope that he continues in that form for the rest of the tournament because he has been missed greatly. Um, Look, I don't know how fit Fakhar Zaman was. At his press conference recently, not today, he said that he could have played if the team needed him to play. That begs the question, why didn't he play? Imam ul Haq has been lousy this tournament. He's been woefully out of form. There's been no energy in his batting. His fielding's been poor. And he's given Pakistan no energy at the top of the order at all. 75% Fakhar Zaman fit. I would have played him ahead of Imam ul Haq, to be honest with you. Maybe the captain preferred Imam ul Haq. I'm not so sure. But to me, even if not a fully fit Fakhar Zaman ahead of Imam ul Haq in this tournament, especially when the team needs his runs at the top of the order, and especially when so many of the batters have been struggling to hit those big shots, you need somebody like Fakhar Zaman. So I think questions need to be asked about Fakhar Zaman's non-selection at the start of this tournament. What have we got then? Pakistan were ahead of the game when it came to the DLS. I know Abdullah Shafiq, as I said, was out early, but Babar Azam and Fakhar Zaman, they knew at each stage how much they should have on the board. So there wasn't really an occasion where, once those 20 overs had been bowled, Pakistan weren't ahead of the game. That is unusual for Pakistan. Usually we're scratching around, trying to play catch up. But credit to both Babar and Fakhar for the way they both batted today, and for calculating that run chase fantastically. They knew that the rain was going to come. Fakhar was the one who was playing those big shots. Babar rotated the strike, played some lovely shots himself, and they kept the wickets in hand. They didn't throw the wicket away, and Pakistan were on top of that chase. They were all over it, and both rain breaks, both times when the DLS was kicking in terms of those showers, Pakistan were ahead of the game, and that was fantastic. And Babar and Fakhar Zaman deserve credit for that. DLS, yeah, some like it, some people don't like it, but that's what it is, isn't it? Whether it gives an advantage to the chasing team or not, questionable, isn't it? I could understand New Zealand's disappointment having scored 400 runs on the board, but as Kane Williamson in the post-match interview said, and he's very humble and says it how it is. He felt that Pakistan did that run chase. They manoeuvred and steered that run chase perfectly, and as I said, they were always ahead of the game. Pakistan cricket, it's just absolutely crazy, isn't it? You've got all those things going on off the field. You've got ex-players criticising the current team. They're criticising the captain, the players, the coach. The chief selectors resigned halfway through the tournaments. There's a conflict of interest discussions going on. They've set up a committee for that. Zaka Ashraf's under pressure as well. You've got all these things going on behind the scenes. Yet Pakistan win matches when you least expect them to. They lose matches when you expect them to win. That is Pakistan cricket for you. There's days where you just want to walk away from it and say, no, that's it. I've had enough. I can't take any more. My blood pressure cannot take having to follow Pakistan cricket anymore. But it's like that relationship, isn't it? That you want to end, but you just can't end it because you can't imagine life without it. That's Pakistan for you, isn't it? You know what I mean? Anyway, looking ahead now, Pakistan have got England to play. If they can beat a struggling England side, then their chances improve. They need Sri Lanka to beat New Zealand. Sri Lanka have been struggling throughout this tournament, but there again, New Zealand have lost their last 4 games, so they'll be short of confidence as well. So it's not impossible for Sri Lanka to beat New Zealand and Afghanistan to lose to both Australia and South Africa, which is a possibility. Afghanistan have been doing really well, but those two teams, South Africa and Australia, they're occupying semi-final places at the moment, two of the strongest sides in the tournament. So you would expect them to beat Afghanistan, which would then mean Pakistan qualify for the semi-finals. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Absolutely incredible. Anyway, one step at a time. Let's see if they can get through to the semi-finals. Today's a day to enjoy. So enjoy yourselves. Savour the moment. Pakistan have won, having conceded 400 runs. How many teams can say that? Thanks very much for watching. Till next time. Take care.